It's clear out time. I was 47 in November last year, and literally a couple of weeks after my birthday, I started oh my God, having a bit of a bout of unwell, which is really not my normal PQ. What happened was I decided to do a week of fasting with literally a bowl of a particular soup every single day, and felt really amazing, was really clearing out, was all really good. And then woke up on the Thursday with a bit of a swollen glands and sore throat. Kind of pushed on through, took a few of my normal sups for that, and got a bit worse on the Friday. I finally succumbed and actually took a couple of paracetamol because my throat was so sore. And that pretty much dealt with it because I don't really take them. So when I do, they have a big effect. And then was okay on the Saturday, went out and did a charity sleigh that I work on the Saturday night, and woke up on the Sunday with no voice, which was interesting. And that carried on the Monday. And then on the Tuesday, I woke up with an earache. Anyway, long story short, the earache was the start of a bit of a downward spiral. And I ended up with a really serious ear infection, which resulted, or in the midst of it somewhere, ended up with my eardrum being perforated. And that really threw me in that it was so painful. Oh my gosh, who knew ear infections were that bad? I didn't. And it's been a long old journey because I'm still a little bit deaf in this ear. It's still feeling very muffled, but on the whole, it's a gazillion times better than it was. Yet it kind of seemed to be one thing after the other. There were then all sorts of bugs going around my daughter's school, which she caught a little bit of. Took her out for a little bit, and then I caught a little bit of her cold, which again was interesting because I haven't had a cold in, I think the last time I had we didn't feel the greatest with the cold was when I was pregnant with my daughter, and she's nearly 8. So it's been a long time. Anyway, why am I going on about all of this? Well, wellness and health is a big, big part of everything that I'm all about, because I'm really, really invested in me and in this amazing thing that I walk around in every single day, and how amazing it is and how it can heal itself and repair itself. And I'm really big into deal with the cause, because so much of what we see out there is just preventative measures, and actually dealing with the cause makes a huge difference. Now, 25th of February, 2 years ago, I placed my first order for this stuff. Clean slate from Root, and it's a real little bottle of magic this is. I've been taking it for nearly 2 years, as you can just tell from the date that I gave you, and it's been life-changing. You can probably hear my washing machine going on in the background there. It really has been life-changing, because when I do get anything wrong, it clears so quickly. And also, as a woman of, I'm going to move because that's really noisy, a woman of, 47 years, also looking after me and making sure that I am living at my absolute optimum is key. Because also I have a daughter. My daughter is nearly 8. And basically, it's hard being a first-time mom in your late 30s, geriatric I was classed as. And I say it's hard. It's just everything takes its toll a little bit more, because it just does. I'm that little bit older, and Olive is an only child, so she also takes a lot of time and attention. So my wellness is absolutely key. Because of everything I've explained to you, I didn't really do much yoga in December. I wasn't able to do much yoga because my balance was totally off because of my ear. And it was Christmas, and you know what? I'm one of these people that on the whole eats really, really healthily. But there are a few things that I like to indulge in. I do like a bit of cheese every now and again. Christmas is the only time really I allow myself anything other than a bit of cheddar. I've tried the vegan cheeses, and in all honesty, if you can recommend one, please share it. I don't eat dairy on the whole because it plays havoc with my skin and caused me problems for years that I didn't realise about. But why am I sharing all of this? Because it's the new year. It's the lunar new year with the Chinese new year happening yesterday. And I'm in to get back on my full clear out, get the body back in. I've gained a bit of weight. And so it's time for it now to really kind of get moving. I'm not a big believer in do it the 1st of January because when I was realistic about it, it's my husband's birthday on the 5th of January. Also, we went to Disney a couple of weeks ago, and with all the will in the world, it's really hard to eat well while you are there. So today is the day that I'm really getting on it. I've started this morning with my green juice. I have green juice every single day, regardless of what goes on. And in my green juice, I have my relive powder from Root also, which is amazing. I'd show you the container to that, but I took it away because I put it in another pot. I have in that, then I have celery, ginger, cucumber, spinach and avocado, and top that up with water, whiz it all up, and that is basically the start of my day. I took a little bit of flaxseed in there as well, which is all for good measure, really helps the bowel. So all of these things are now, it's like, right, let's take this to another level. I am going to have a clear out for a few days, did an enema, I think I just said this morning. So had my juice, did my enema, feeling a lot clearer already. And it's going to be a soup week. It's going to be a week of then really, you know, sort of building my body back up, getting a load of nutrients back in there at the level that I would normally. And in addition to that, doing some fasting later on in the week. So I'm on a 3-month mission because I really feel like there's a little bit of extra weight that I've been carrying for a while, and it really is time for it to completely go. So I'm on mission Clare and mission clear out, and really getting myself back into the form that I normally am. Again, getting that exercise back up there. Yoga is my absolute go-to because having had back problems for years, yoga is what really helps me. And what I want to do is share some of this with you. I've got a great little PDF if you would like it that I put together, because so many people ask me about my protocol. And this morning I was literally talking to my window cleaner's wife, who is helping him out this week, and we got chatting because I opened the front door to tell her something, and she was like, oh my God, what is that in that container? And it was my juice, and I explained, and then we got chatting, and I said, you know, because of my age and everything, and she was like, get out of town. She said, you're not 47. She said, I thought you were much younger than that. And I get that quite a lot, and you know, I love that because I'm all about looking well and healthy. Yes, okay, we all age, and I haven't got a problem with that because growing old is far better than dying young. But it's nice to feel young and healthy and vibrant, and I'm really back into going back to that space. So clean slate is really the underpin of everything because it clears all this shit out of my system. It clears all the toxicity out. I'm going to put a link in the comments, in the comments to a video which tells you a little bit more, and it's from the founder and the creator of Clean Slate, Christina Rahm, who is just amazing. Like, I worship this woman because she does everything that she does with love, and she's all about wellness and dealing with the cause. You know, Root doesn't claim to actually cure anything, but what it can do is deal with causes that cause all sorts of issues in your body. It's really this simple. When you've got stuff going on in your body, and when you are unwell and you have a dis-ease, it's easy. Your body's telling you it's pissed off with something that you're doing or with something that you're putting in it. Isn't it about time that you listened? Because we're in this era where we've just, you know, experienced the biggest global pandemic of our time. And I still haven't caught that thing. And I maintain it's because I really look after myself, and I really do put my health and wellness at the forefront. I look after my emotional well-being in a huge way. And I'm part of a company that does that in a huge way as well, which again, I'll put a link to in the comments and in the description. What is it going to take for you to really start taking your health and wellness seriously? And if you would like some help, and if you would like to share with me a little bit about where you're at and let me share with you some of the protocols and the things that I do. I'm not a professional, no, and I'm not an expert as per se in any of these areas. I am a living example of everything that I do for myself. I am surrounded by the professionals and the experts because I might not know that. It's not my zone of genius to know it, it's theirs. So that's why they're all around me. So if you're really serious about up-leveling your well-being, your wellness, your emotions, everything in 2023, we need to have a conversation, because I would seriously love to show you how it can be done as well. I'm a living example of what can be achieved. What about you? Are you a living example of all the ways that your life isn't really working as well as it could right now? That's not uncommon. The thing is, you can do something about it, and you can do something about it today, right now. Want to know more? Let's chat. Catch you in the next video.